Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Crispy, and I sense it's time for some Darkblade Ascent. This is a roguelite dungeon crawler, I guess is a good way to call it. Make sure we turn down some of this. Hopefully that's still good. So this game is one of the most amazing indie games I've played in a long time. This is really well done right off the bat. We have damage numbers on. We're going to turn blood off, opening cinematic off. It is weird that I had to reset these because I already set these once, so it's odd that we're doing it again. By default, it seems to know my window size, which is the maximum there, so that's nice. I hit the wrong button there. And for being an indie game, it's nice that it supports my monitor's 244 hertz refresh rate, which is incredible. And then I'm playing on the highest settings for everything else, but trying to also keep it balanced. And you have the option for keyboard and mouse as well as controller right off the bat, which is nice. And so what we're going to do is going to just jump into a run, and I'll explain as we go. The cool thing is, yeah, so there's two modes. There's normal and there's gauntlet. We have to complete a game to unlock gauntlet. I've only made it through the first two areas so far. And this is really fun too. The more you play, the more you unlock. So right now, I've played a couple of runs. I am level 8 and have the ability to see spheres dropping, which is cool because you start with a sword, and unlocks the Stormcaller class. Oh, nice! So we just unlocked the second class. So I'll get to show that off. Level 12 is axes. Then we have another class at 16. We have daggers at 20 and berserker later on. And then you also have a permanent passive menu here. So the more you play, the stronger you can become based on what types of weapons you want to use. I've put points into lightning. I've put points into sword damage. And I've maxed out the experience and gold gain tree, which I feel like is probably a very beneficial thing to do right off the bat to not only help you get more XP, but also help you get more money, which will help you during runs. Actually, I haven't seen money come into play outside of runs, so I'm wondering if that'll be a thing eventually. So let's jump in. 4 areas to start with right now. I did tell it to skip that because if you want to watch cutscenes, that's on you. I feel like the video will last way too long if we do that, and I am not a cutscene person. So the Pyromancer is the basic one that you start with. You have the ability to send out damaging fireballs, and you can level them up during the runs, so you'll have delayed combustion, impact damage cooldown, multiple projectiles on the next hit. So that's all well and good, but I haven't seen the Stormcaller yet. Create a lightning storm that shocks enemies. Shocked enemies take 50% more damage, scales with lightning damage, which we do have some points in. Alright, and now we have cloud radius can be increased, shock weakness, evasive bolt, dodging has a chance to create a lightning storm close to the enemy, charged assault, and rapid tempest. Okay, I believe these are all things Like, you will start with the default one and you have to unlock those ones. So, basic gameplay of this, parrying and actual, like, combat fighting here is really well done. You block, you can instantly get a really good hit back. It's really cool. This pushback button is if you're getting overwhelmed, we can fling them across the room, and sometimes when they're that weak, they just die. He happened to drop a new weapon, and look at that right off the bat, major upgrade. So we highlight it. And basically, the combat loop is we're in this room. We cannot leave this room until we finish all the enemies off in this room. Let's activate our ability here. Ooh, well, that was fun. Now we have a cooldown while they're weak. We have a dodge. The dodge consumes your stamina meter down here in the corner, bottom left. There's the pushback to help if you're overwhelmed. But you get these extra bonuses to parrying more than to dodging. And enemies will parry you too. And as you go farther throughout the game, the enemies will become more challenging. And by becoming more challenging, they will parry more, or they'll dodge, or as in most of these games, ranged combat is going to be the tough one. I've been hitting the wrong button to parry, that's why I've missed 2 times in a row. There we go. Yeah, and then you gotta watch too, because sometimes they will. They'll keep you on your toes. They'll spawn the guys behind you. There's no additional type of attack with your weapon, which kind of is a letdown based on how huge your weapon is and how cool they look. But some weapons will have additional abilities on them. Like, they'll do fire damage, they'll do lightning damage. And different weapon styles will do different things. As we'll see if we end up finding a spear on the run. You get the little slow motion effect when they go down. That's how you know you've completed the room. And then you follow the wisp to move on. But before you move on, it might be beneficial to take a look around. Now, you can destroy some of the environment, but as far as I've seen so far, like this gives you a preview into another room. As far as I've seen so far, there's no secrets or shortcuts, but also I haven't spent a ridiculous amount of time looking, so there might be. What you are looking for, though, are these gauntlets or bags of gold, so you can up your gold in count. There will be things along the run that will require gold to use. These rooms have different exits, but you don't get to choose which exit you're going through. The wisp chooses for you based on your run, so this time we're going that way. I've had it take me this way as well. So it's not procedurally generated. All the level is always the same, but the enemies are procedurally generated, and the outcome in which you go through them may be different each time. Interact with the wisp. Now we have 3 choices. We have attack speed, increase damage with daggers, which we have not seen yet, and increase fire damage. They do have rarity levels, so green is going to be basic, blue is going to be rare, and I've seen purple. I've never seen anything higher than purple. Purple is the best one I've seen so far, and that will be like a unique or mythic quality, I guess, unless there's one higher. I haven't seen like a gold one or anything yet. We're just going to take the attack speed increase. There's nothing else here. Sounds super great, and now we're in the next room. The door will shut behind us. Here's a ranged enemy. Time it, it sends it back at him, but he will continue to pump up. He only has a little bit of a delay afterwards. You have to kind of be ready. Oh, and then here comes another new enemy style. This guy will charge us, and he's going to do a heavier attack. So you'll have to learn enemy attack patterns to know how they're going to come at you, so you know how to parry. Ah, that attacked the wrong guy. Oh, no. You know what I always forget about, actually, is I forget I have a dodge button. Okay, he dropped a spear. That's awesome. Good to see some spear combat now. This guy's right behind us. Or is it something different? Wait, what? This is shinier. Why is this blue? Okay, this guy's gonna do a spin move. There we go. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Did you? Oh no, he's not dead. He did seem to be completely stunned by that, though. Oh, and that means a special enemy has appeared. Oh boy. Man, it's getting insane in here now. The parrying is nuts. Like, sometimes I just can't hit it in time. And so that was a rough set of people to have to hit in the second room here. But when a special abyssal enemy appears like that, they will always drop a purple crystal. And these are unique, because these let us choose a boon. And boons are round manipulators. So you can read all the individual ones, but the ones that we have an option to pick out of are the 4 that are highlighted. 1% global damage for every 10 health that you have. When you take damage, you and your stamina... Wait. When you take damage and your stamina is below 25%, recover all stamina. Plus 10% global damage for each completed room without taking damage. That's not for my playstyle. Pretty bad. And killing an enemy affected by the ailment spreads their ailments to surrounding enemies. That one might be the choice. Some of these ones just look like they can be a lot of fun. Look at this. 100% lightning damage to all weapons and have a 25% chance to apply shock. Like, there are some good ones, but they're completely random which ones appear. I mean, that one sounds really good, again, if I didn't just take all the damage in the world right there. I think we're going to take stamina. So I think that's going to help us be able to dodge more. And now, yeah, so we've got 3 weapon drops, and we also have a chest. And this is why I said you want to be picking up as much gold as you can. This chest requires 536 gold, and we only have 490. So we can search the room here. There we go. Get some more gold. It's a pretty big room, so we should be able to get it. Let's just see what this weapon does. This weapon, a little less damage, but it has fire damage. So for right now, we'll hold on to that guy. And then we have different colors here. So, okay, it's based on the element. This is a spear that does fire damage. This is a spear that does lightning damage, and we do have spec to lightning, so let's show off some spear combat. Unless of course we get the money to open that chest, and then we'll probably end up taking whatever's in there, which, yes, we just got enough money. Once a room is clear, there doesn't ever appear to be anything else that can come get you. And as far as I've seen, it's not like there's a time limit or anything, or even a time bonus in this game, so you don't have to worry. Which is good, because there's no sprint button in this game either. You just kind of have to move at the pace that your movement speed is. The spear has a continuous attack like this, and the benefit to a spear is going to be a lot longer ranged attack and quicker jabs than a sword. So far, though, I have preferred the damage that swords output, though, but I just wanted to show it off at least. Ah, nice. So we also got another boon, and we got a level 5 lance, so we have more damage and fire damage, so we'll take that guy. So at least this was completely worth it for us. And see, now this time, from a chest, we only got the option for this one. So gain +2 global damage for each 100 gold you have. Not great after opening a chest and spending all your gold, but oh well. Alright, what we want to hope for now is that this room bonus gives us some extra health, so we can hopefully prolong this run a bit. Increased damage with spears, also good. Here's the top quality, and then here's the lowest quality. So attack speed, here's the top quality one. Increase attack speed by 8. Okay, so the lowest quality attack speed increase is only 4. And it looks like the highest, at least that I know of, is 8. I mean, I kind of want to go with attack speed again. Even though extra spear damage would be cool, but I mean, being able to attack fast, you would think should help us just as well. Ah. Oh boy. We just got a lot of dudes to appear right there. So the mage in the back is really messing us up. Their attacks won't go through walls, which is going to be very beneficial. And a lot of times the ranged enemies aren't smart enough to move around too much. This spear is doing crazy good damage, let me tell you, but it's just too bad that we're in trouble already. Oh, yeah, there we go. So when you end a run, it gives you a little stat breakdown. As our experience gained, how long the run lasted, how many crystals and stages and damage we completed. Also, we'll bring up your tree, and we have an available point. And we're going to increase max health is what I want to do. Let's jump back in. We had a real rough run there. Real rough run there. Now you can get right back in very fast. He's starting with some damage because I'm trying to go faster. We already got a spear back. I do feel like the spears might be harder to parry with, too. But again, you can see that they are very powerful in their attack speed. And their range, too. I mean, look, these guys can't even have time to parry because of the range. Oh, and an Abyssal guy just appeared. A good spear right off the bat. This is I've never seen one of these guys appear right in the first room before. This is pretty cool. Got him. And that's the room clear. Okay, so we already got a level 4 spear with lightning damage. I mean, so that's a really good deal. Okay, so maybe it's always the very first boon will be 4, and then every time after that it's only 1? I'm not sure. Repose deals extra damage equal to 30% of your goal. When your pushback kills an enemy, gain 25 gold. Your next weapon hit after dodging deals 50% more damage. Pushback deals double damage, but removes 10 gold. No, I want to get more in the habit of dodging, and now that we have a bonus to damage from dodging, I think I definitely will be much more aware of it. Also, something I've noticed is, so this thing is sitting on a breakable thing. You will not receive the gold just for breaking what it's sitting on, and sometimes it will become more challenging to find the item if you break the stuff it's sitting on. So while it's always fun to break and shatter things, I would recommend picking up all the gold you can first and then breaking things so that you don't have to wait or search in-depthly for where the gold is at. But see, here we go. We're going a different way this time. We're going immediately to this part of the room as opposed to the other one. We have increased lightning, increased global damage, and we got a purple right off the bat. Max stamina. That's actually going to help with dodge. So we're going to take that. So that way we can dodge a lot more. And that helped drastically. Alright, we're gonna go back to this guy because he's gonna charge us. Oh, wow. His attack is very far. So you have a lot of different attacks available to you. Key will just be remembering to use them all. That was a wicked combo I just pulled off there accidentally. I looked like a pro there, didn't I? We're in a much better state this time, as we have not taken nearly as much damage. And that dash is, I think, really doing us justice with damage. It's incredible. Let's go take a look up here, make sure there's nothing cool. There is a weapon drop there we're going to take a look at, too. I'm really liking the power of the spear, though, so it's going to be very hard to get me to want to switch. It's a sword. Oh, we don't have a lightning weapon equipped. I thought we did. I thought we had a lightning. That must have been the last round. So this one is less damage, but we have lightning on it. I'm going to take it, actually. So we're going back to sword combat for a little bit. Again, it might be just personal preference. I don't know. Or maybe it is because it's a bigger weapon. I feel like it's much easier to block, to parry with, oh wow, just testing that out takes the stamina. To parry with the sword. Oh, only green. Increase max health, increase attack speed. Yeah, increase spell deflect. Attack speed. Alright, we got a chest in this room. Ah. Kind of like when you stand there waiting to take the damage with the parry and then still miss. Shattered. I don't know how that guy was able to get that hit off. That extra damage from the dodge is really doing work for us. Man, I had a really good series of dodges and blocks there, and I thought I was going to keep up. It's nice when the pushback does the kill for you, too. What does this weapon do for us? Cold damage. Haven't seen one of those yet, but we're going to pass. We have 794, so obviously we're going into the chest. A level 6. Holy wow. Okay, well, I guess we're taking you. Can't not take that. And yeah, only one this time. Searing Gaze. When you kill and ignite an enemy, permanently gain +1 fire damage. When you kill an ignited enemy. I don't think that's going to help on this run unless we're going to come across enemies that are already on fire. Hopefully we'll have to try to pay attention too, because now we have a level 6 weapon, if only level 6 weapons are higher, we'll be dropping. Because then why would we ever want to change weapons again for a while? I've only made it to the second zone once, but the second zone is a much pleasant change in view. It's an outdoorsy level. So I thought that was pretty cool. Wow, not a lot of gold on the floor here. And no additional wisp to be found. Or no, the wisp doesn't go to this immediate door, which means you kind of have to learn the levels too to know, but there is yeah, a path all the way down here in the sewers. So that is where it should be. As soon as you complete things, you can immediately follow the wisp to the door, but I mean, you're probably going to want to explore, so it might take you a minute to realize where it went. Oh, it went this way for the attack speed, run speed, increased damage done with... why do you keep giving us that when we've never seen daggers? Then I guess we're going attack speed. I don't really care about run speed. You don't need to move quick. Thought maybe the dash was going to get me there in time, because I heard this guy coming. I hear a mage. I don't see a mage. Oh, there he is. He's behind the corner there. Okay, we can hear footsteps. There we go. I Oh, that actually missed. Wow. Block my stuff.
It's not ready.
Nah. My die. My parrying skills is not very good. I knew we had to be right at the end there. No, level 4 weapon. This one's only a level 3, so we just got really lucky with a level 6 drop. Of course, now we really could have used that extra damage based on gold, because we have a lot of gold right now. But you also never know when you're going to come across another treasure chest. Seems to always be one in that one room that we were in. But I've never seen a second one yet. But again, kind of just scratching the surface of this game so far. But, I mean, it's beautiful. It flows well. I love run-based games, roguelike games like this. And I'm having an absolute blast with this, and I just always find myself wanting to do one more run. It's so entertaining. Storm called. Okay, so this means we are done with this stage, and that's why we are getting a boost to our class. We're upgrading our class. So, shocked enemies take 75% extra damage from all sources. Lightning storm cooldown is reduced. Dodging has a chance to create lightning storm above the close enemy. I like that one. As much as a cooldown would be nice, this one seems good because we're dodging so much. And we still get a boon, or a crystal increase, spell deflect. Increase cold damage, increase lightning, increase fire. That's cool that it did all of them. And increase daggers again. You know, if you would just actually have daggers drop, so I could actually experience that, it would be just wonderful. Alright. Awesome, we get to show off the second environment. This is a very nice change of pace. Look at how... it was bright and sunny the first time I was here, so this is kind of cool to see it dark like this. This guy is aggressive, wow. I remember this guy being aggressive. I don't remember that guy being as aggressive as he was. Alright, who's coming now? Oh, we gotta hope we get a health increase here. Wow. Sometimes they just keep hacking away. Which would make sense, because that's what we do. But, I am never ready for it. So, maybe a more cautious player would be. Also, you saw it took me a while to spin around. It's probably more beneficial to turn up your Sensitivity. I think that's an... yeah, look sensitivity right here. Maybe for... Normally I'm a component of wanting it to be slow so I can focus better. But for a game like this, you might want it to be up very high. And if you're a keyboard and mouse player, of course, you don't have to worry about this issue, because it will just move as quickly as you can move your hand. Attack speed, physical damage. Man. The one time I played, it just continuously kept giving health bonuses when I was at low health, so I was waiting to see, being at low health, if it was going to increase, and it is not. So we're going to take the physical increase as opposed to more cold damage, because I feel like this is going to help us more. Oh, man. Well, that was nice that that counted, even though I wasn't directly near him. And that was our bonus dodge attack going off. Eh, that's not good. We are about one hit away. Ooh, that spin move, man. Just never ready for it. Oh, we went all the way up to 11, so that's pretty nice. Good XP, couple points. I mean, you put them where you want, but I'm starting to think the next best thing to put everything into is maximum health. Oh, wait, we do get bonuses for completing a tree. Riches are more common in the world. Okay, I have noticed that. Finishing a room heals you by 10% of your maximum health. That would be incredible. Wow. And so now we're 1 point away. Weapons have 10% chance to do double damage with hits, and that's the physical tree, lightning tree. Lightning weapons have a 25% chance to apply shock. Cold damage tree, 25%. Fire damage has an additional one. Fire weapons have a 25% chance to apply burning for 300% of their maximum fire damage. Maybe fire is OP in this game. Axe damage, axe. Shatter the ground in front of you, damaging all enemies caught inside. So there we go. So it looks like weapons will eventually get a special ability based on if you max out the tree. The dagger special will be dash and stab an enemy with both daggers. If an enemy dies, the ability is reset. We have the sword special is rapidly swing your sword, damaging all nearby enemies. That sounds awesome. And a spear damage. Thrust wind. Perform a forward thrust, damaging all enemies in your path. So nice. That's like gonna go through enemies. That's really cool. Oh, and maxing out your stamina. Decrease dodge stamina cost by 3. Maybe the least exciting of all of them. Really phenomenal game already. They do have a roadmap posted inside the game, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it tells you which ones are done already. So we have the weapons, the trees, the crystals, we have the maps, we have the enemy types. I'm guessing the one boss being under the done category means the boss is in the game. Not sure, because it's not highlighted in green. Then they have plans for a new class, 5 class trees, 15 class upgrades. Survivor mode. Fight increasingly more difficult enemies and earn rewards with each level up and wave complete. Create a build on the fly and survive as long as possible. Now that sounds like a lot of fun. Legendary game-changing boons. Okay, they added those already. Yeah, I think done just means it's highlighted in green with the done category there. Traps and environmental hazards. Oh, so there's going to be traps coming. Well, that makes sense. Spikes, blades. Wow, that's going to make it increasingly more challenging. We definitely have full controller support. They do not have NVIDIA DLSS yet. But again, I feel like the game looks beautiful and performs beautiful. And more to be revealed soon. Very ambitious project, very amazing fun. You do have a tutorial option. I didn't even do that, I just jumped right into it. But if you want tutorial options, it is there for you. This game is available right now on Steam in early access, so continued updates are coming. And I think it's a blast, and I haven't seen really anybody talking about it yet. And they should be. This game is amazing already, and it can only go up from here, right? So check it out for yourself. Links in the description below. Darkblade Ascent. Lots and lots of fun. You want to see more of this game from me? Let me know in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe. Come by the channel. I'm live almost every single day, doing live streams of games that are considerably more cozy than this, but I do play games like this from time to time, and I really enjoy them, and I might actually be streaming some of this sometime, because I love these run-based games. They're so much entertaining, and I want to get better at this game, because it's so good. But if you enjoyed what you saw, please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, always remember, stay crispy.